we got 420K MAUs in August. Yeah, and users are flooding in. Web2 users are actually using Web3 product as well. 90% of the users are actually coming from Stripe. Edgen, what we're building is AI Copilot for stocks and crypto. But there's no barrier between stocks and crypto in this cycle.
Sean, welcome to the Chinsanity show powered by 852, my friend. Dude, how you been, man?
Yeah, I'm doing good. Yeah, so it's been a really fruitful August for the new project by EVG called Edgen. We got 420K MAUs in August. Yeah, and users are flooding in. And something very interesting is that we kind of proved that like Web2 users are actually using Web3 product as well. 90% of the users are actually coming from Stripe. So it's a fruitful August for us.
Yeah, that's crazy. Like, do you guys do a partnership with Stripe? Is that?
No, it's just like we found out that when a lot of users come into our platform and pay subscription, they don't use crypto. They just use credit card.
Yeah, and you guys enable that. And yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
You know, one thing, I think when I was doing research for today, I saw that you're an NBA fan.
Yeah.
Right? And the reason why I bring this up is because actually how I got started in Web3 was through NBA Top Shot, right? And then before we were recording, right, you told me about how you guys were one of the early investors for Flow blockchain, right? Or something like that, or?
Yeah. So that's actually how EVG started. And last cycle. Yeah. So we kind of help Dapper Labs to expand in Asia. And so like of course it's a success, and we are all NBA fans, me and my partner Alan. So nice. Like we play Top Shot games a lot, and for me, like whenever we go to the States, we go to watch NBA.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Were you a big, like, huge collector? Like, did you collect, like, what was that one series that it was like the Soho House of Web3 at that time, the Cool Cats collection? Do you remember that? Or
yeah, I remember that.
Did you have it, or
I used to have one Cool Cat.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, but I'm not like so much of a NBA of an NFT holder. Though.
Yeah, right. Yeah, no, yeah, dude, it was crazy.
It was crazy. Yeah, Cool Cat and Moonbird and Pudgy. Yeah. And right now, I think Pudgy and Moonbird is still going. It's doing so well.
Yeah,
like, I really love these two collections.
Right. And actually going back to NBA Top Shot, because they had I don't know if you know, but they had like a series called Cool Cats.
Yeah.
And I think this might be before the Cool Cats NFT collection came out or something.
Oh, really? I don't know that.
I think it might have been the idea. I don't know, but like it was pretty crazy. Like it was NBA Top Shot was such a wild time. Did you have any legendaries, or did you collect any of the blue chips back in those days in NBA Top Shot, or?
I used to have one Kevin Durant.
Oh, okay. What kind?
I think it's the legendary one, but, because I participate quite early.
Yeah.
So like we because we are in that blockchain, so we just explore all the ecosystem on it. Yeah. But it's for research purpose.
Okay, did you end up selling it, or?
No, I think it's still there.
It might be worth something.
Yeah.
The Kevin Durant.
Yeah.
Yeah, was he on the Nets during that time? Was it, or?
He's in Nets that time.
Yeah, he was in that.
Yeah.
What's your favorite team?
I will say right now will be Timberwolves.
Timberwolves.
Yeah.
Why is that?
It's just I think they're pretty good, and also I'm also a fan of Spur.
Spur?
Yeah.
Who?
Yeah, Wembenyama.
Oh, Spurs. Yes.
Yeah, Wemby. Yeah, I'm a huge fan of Wemby. I just hope he will stay healthy.
Yeah.
And just get into the playoffs, and probably like after 4 to 5 years, he'll get like one of his champions.
Yeah. Honestly, I feel like, I know this is not a basketball podcast, but real quick, it's weird how Spurs, after they sucked for 1 year, they were able to get Wemby.
Yeah.
Like the first pick. That's pretty crazy.
That's a little bit black. I wouldn't say that. Yeah, but it's a little bit weird.
It is a little bit sketch.
Yeah.
And then last year with Luka getting traded, and this year the Mavs got the first pick. And
Yeah.
bro, NBA is
That's weird too. But yeah, I think Mavs is really is a great team next year.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy. But anyways, going back to Top Shot, and the reason why I wanted to start like this is because, again, that's how I started in Web3, right? Because I was a huge NBA fan like yourself, and honestly, for me, it was like the experience was quite seamless, right? You just sign up with your website, email, and then you log in, and then you don't even need to pay with crypto. You pay with fiat, kind of what you mentioned with what you guys do in Edgen. And I was just curious, like with since you guys have been early on in the NBA Top Shot, like what made it so popular at that point, and what happened to it where we don't hear much about it? Kind of in your opinion, I was just curious.
Yeah, I think people are just so obsessed with card collections, like from time to time, right? And it just happened to be that NBA Top Shot is the only game that has some feature like that, right? Because the team has such a good experience in building CryptoKitties before, right? They are the founder, they are the builder for ERC-721, right?
Oh.
Yeah, they wrote ERC-721. So
maybe for someone that doesn't know really what's too much about the ERC-721, what is that?
Yeah, like ERC-721 is the most OG like Ethereum like EIPs, right? So through through ERC-721, people can create non-fungible tokens on Ethereum blockchain. And before that, everyone can only create fungible tokens, which is token, right? And after this EIP, people can start to create non-fungible tokens, and that create like a lot of new combinations or potentials on Ethereum blockchain. So they are the creator of that, and so it's super cool, right? So they are OG of NFT.
Yeah, and this is before apes. This is before almost all same time as CryptoPunks, right?
Yeah.
Because CryptoKitties was it 2017? I would say.
Yeah, like
around that time.
2017.
Yeah.
And for someone who probably don't know CryptoKitty, they do CryptoKitty very interesting. I think it's the first NFT that goes to mass, right? Like mass adoption, and all these like top news media report about it. It's like, you can have 2 generations of cat and just merge them together, and like they can have a new generation of baby, right? And this baby can have like different it can be like legendary or normal. Yeah, so it's a very fun game. Yeah. Like also in Web2. So I think and they use this experience to NBA Top Shot and just make it such a successful game. So I think it's super cool. Yeah.
Yeah. In early days, man, it was crazy. You would hear like these LeBron highlights going for like, I think one was like $1 million, right?
Yeah.
The height of it. I forgot which one. I think one of his dunks, like back in the day, and but the rise of that, we saw the hype and everything, and then maybe it's because of the market, right? The crypto market in general in 22, 23, it started. I guess it's still around, right? NBA Top Shot. It's just not as popular, right?
I think because there are so many new NFTs coming up, and most of the NFTs comes from it's building on Ethereum or Solana, right? Mm-hmm. So people are kind of distracted, right? Because there's so many good NFTs like Ape, Pudgy for sure, right? And Moonbirds, we see that Moonbirds is kind of having a renaissance recently, by Spencer. So, just I think their attention is getting like pick up by other projects.
Other projects and stuff. Yeah. Do you think Because the reason why I'm curious about this, since you were working with them early on, right? And you know the saying of consumer crypto, we always talk about that. And I really felt like NBA Top Shot was something that a lot of these projects are now still trying to build, like easy interface, people signing up. Uh, yeah, people you can use fiat, you don't use crypto. Like, do you? I guess how I phrase it, like see like these kind of projects, like these big IPs, like NBA. I know Dapper Labs had NFL, they had UFC, like
Yeah.
those things to ever come back in Web3 or
Um, we do see some chains or some projects that claims that they focus on IP, right? So it's an IP chain or it's an IP project, but we all know that doing a collaboration with these top-notch brands like NBA, NFL, UFC, it's actually really hard work, and they look back your credibility, and so they will give you names, right?
right.
So looping IP to blockchain is super hard. Yeah, and I think only very few teams can do that
Yeah.
like right now, right? So and Flow just happened to be one of the team. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it was crazy. They were like the first, I feel like, Web3 company blockchain to really sign with these big Web2 partners. I mean, now
Yeah.
we see a little more, like you mentioned, Pudgy, right? Signing partnership deals with like Walmart. But this is like before even that. You know, that was like, not only like this, I feel like they signed all the sports, like the big major sports leagues. I think they had Dr. Seuss before,
Yeah.
and they were doing stuff with Disney, right, or something like that. Or that's crazy. And I'm not saying they're still around, right? Dapper Labs, Flow, and stuff like that. Because yeah, but it is interesting what you said about IP. Like IP is definitely like, first of all, IP in general is hard hard to
Yeah.
build, right? Like even in Web 2 sense, not even in Web 3. But I feel like in Web 3 sometimes we have this maybe euphoria, or it's like, hey, we have this NFT collection, we're gonna make anime, we're gonna do this. But it's hard, right? It's like
Yeah, like because I think most of the people know the story, right? Like so when Marvel have this Marvel universe before they have everything. So they cooperate with a film production, and they use one IP that nobody cares in Marvel, but it become a huge success, and that IP is called Iron Man.
yeah, I was gonna say that. I was like, is that
Yeah,
Iron Man? This is
it's
what
Iron Man. Yeah,
in '08, right? When the first was it the first Marvel Universe
yeah, yeah,
yeah,
yeah,
movie, yeah.
yeah. So when you cooperate with a like a IP company, like usually they don't give you the best IP. So that's why we know it's so rare that they cooperate with the NBA directly. It's hard to reproduce that again. So I really I think that's a really rare thing, and that's a super strong like business partnership. Like they have the super strong partnership behind that, right?
Behind that, yeah.
Yeah. So I think that's really rare. So you don't see that often in Web three until now, right? So yeah. So like that. That for sure like introduce blockchain to more people around the world, and I think we do need companies like that that can collab with huge IPs, so we can bring blockchain to more people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What I was curious because again, I feel like you've been around the block in Web3 for a bit, but what do you think about where Pudgy is doing with the IP and stuff like that? I know for me, I'm just too biased, so I can't say I have a good. It's just too bullish of an opinion, but I'd love to hear from a more objective. I was just curious, like, what do you think about what Pudgy is doing, like trying to build their IP, partnering with other, like I think they recently partnered with NASCAR and stuff like that.
Yeah. So we always believe in Pudgy. We believe in Abstract and Igloo. So EVG is an investor
Oh yeah,
in
that's
an
true.
Igloo company.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah. So if you go on Pudgy's website, not Pudgy's website, sorry, Igloo's website and Abstract's website, you can see our logo there.
that's it. Yeah.
Yeah. So we always believe that Pudgy can bring crypto to the mass, and that's why EVG invest into Abstract, into Pudgy, and into Pengu. And we think that what Pudgy is doing right now is it's same as NBA Top Shot. It's something you cannot reproduce. Yeah, like selling Pudgy dolls to Walmart. This is crazy.
Yeah.
Like this is really crazy.
I remember
Like
when they made the announcement, I was
yeah,
like, "Holy shit! Like, what is happening?" Like, because they had like, I think they had toys on in Amazon, and it was like more exclusive drop, right, or something like that. But then when they announced that Walmart deal, I was like, "That is insane."
yeah, and I think how Luca is shaping Pudgy and Pengu is legend. So he is making Pudgy not only it's a culture sign.
Yeah.
It's a culture sign, and so it's not like if you hold Pengu, it's not like holding a random meme coin. It's like holding a culture that you truly believe that it can go to the mass. So we really we think that this is really cool. So when we talk to some VCs, there are some VCs they're pretty interested in Pengu and want to make it into like a probably like a DAT or something. I definitely believe that Pudgy team are doing something like that at the same time because
Yeah.
that will introduce Pengu to more people, to the Wall Street people, right?
Okay. What is DAT?
It's digital asset treasury.
Oh,
Yeah. So it's like the company MicroStrategy
yes.
that their business model is buying particular token. For MicroStrategy is Bitcoin. So they just use all their asset inside their company treasury to buy a particular token.
Wow.
Yeah. So I believe that like in the future we can see Pudgy, Pengu's DAT or Pengu's ETF.
Yeah, didn't they file recently to the SEC, right, or something
Yeah,
like that?
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, I saw that too. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I do believe that this will happen. And like there's like last cycle we have like sheep, right? We have Doge.
Yeah.
And this cycle we think that Pengu will be the one. Yeah. So we are pretty bullish
Yeah.
on the entire Pudgy ecosystem
Yeah.
too. Yeah.
Do you think because it's funny because Pudgy used to be almost called a rug before the new team that Luca before he took over. And the reason I bring that up because we have seen a lot of NFT projects have IPs, right? And even the cute ones too, right? The cute ones, there's like Sappy Seals, there's like Cool Cats we mentioned, right? Which
Yeah.
is still cool. Moonbirds, I know recently they're doing stuff, with again a new team. But do you feel like it's still possible for like NFT projects to reach the level that Pudgy has, or do you think maybe because just right timing, right thing, right strategy made them where they're at, or do you feel like there's still room for Web3 projects that are trying to build IP, specifically in anime too, which is very interesting because anime is maybe a little different, audience, but like, yeah, do you feel like we're still gonna see some Web3 projects still that are building IP still can gain the same success as Pudgy or
Yeah. I think for um there's definitely a lot of room for this, but there are not enough talents. And the talents I mean is the funding team for it's like how Luca take over Pudgy, right? And how probably Spencer take over Moonbird as well. So founder is actually the soul of the entire project. So like if you check out all the listing company on Nasdaq or SPX, you can find that like if the founder is still operating the company, the stock price will be higher than the rest. So founders actually matters, right? So if the founder is really good, then the project will probably works, right? So I think that's and like come back to Pudgy. I think because the entire Pudgy team is so unique and so legendary, so that's why like people just think that Pudgy will work and go mass adoption.
Yeah. You know, it's interesting you're saying about leadership, right? And that's something that, especially the founder, is so important. And I feel like the ones that were more successful than Pudgy during the last cycle, right? Is this for me? Like, I feel like they went corporate way too fast. Like, they hired like really impressive people with
Yep.
crazy resumes. Like, I forgot to mention Doodles, right? Doodles,
Yeah.
they were like the next ape, in the last cycle, and they hired someone from like CEO of like I think billboards or something like crazy in Hollywood.
Yeah.
And they have Pharrell as their like chief brand officer. I don't know if even Pharrell is still their chief brand officer, but like those are big names, right? But the reason I feel like we haven't seen the same success than Pudgy is because I feel like these people are from Web 2, right? They're not Web 3 native. Like they have the expertise in Web 2, but like in Web 3 it's different, right? Like it's the
Yeah.
culture, the which is I feel like Luca because he's younger, but then also like, he was trading NFTs, crypto before that, and that's interesting. Yeah.
Yeah, like in this cycle, we see a lot of successful project, and after all, like behind all these successful project, they usually have a founder, and it's a soul of this project, like Pudgy, like probably like Hyperliquid as well, right? So um, when you think of this project, you will think of the founder at the same time. And I think for the project you just mentioned, like Doodles, they're just having too much professional managers, and therefore the soul of the project kind of like diminish, probably like that.
Yeah, yeah. You know, even if you look at in Web 2 sense, right? Founder is important. Like I think of the biggest IP brands we can think of, right? Like Nike. When you think Nike,
Yeah,
Phil Knight, right? And obviously Michael Jordan, as like the face, and got them where they are. And then you think of even nowadays, right? With X, Twitter, Tesla, Elon Musk. He drives the ship, regardless if you think he's controversial or not. But yeah, it's funny you see the same thing in Web 3, right? It's like
yeah.
who's leading the ship, how they're driving it, and stuff like that. Yeah, it's interesting. Yeah, yeah. Sean, so I'm curious, when did you get into this crypto stuff and all that? Like, were you always like doing like work building companies and stuff like that even before crypto and all that?
Um, so I was in Web 2 before I joined crypto. I was building social apps. Yeah, and I built one pretty successful live streaming app.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, and we have 100 million users worldwide.
Oh,
So from 0 to 100 million. So um, that's actually my background, like building Web 2 products.
and what was it called? The
It's called Uplife.
huh.
So yeah, and we were pretty successful back then, and I joined crypto after that project. So I joined
Oh,
crypto around like 2017. Yeah, I
okay.
left the company and joined crypto. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. What made you like join crypto from yeah building a successful Web 2 company and going to honestly the dark side, kind of right?
Yeah. So back in 2017, um, we are we are thinking of how to make crypto go to the mass. So we are trying using crypto to do the tipping function inside the live streaming app. Uh,
Oh, and this was your previous company. You were doing that.
yeah, it's not my previous
Okay. Okay.
company. Yeah, but I was the old, early team for that
Oh,
company.
nice.
Yeah, so we started a crypto project to do that, and that's why I joined crypto. So and I left the project and come to Hong Kong and co-founded EVG with the team. Yeah,
Oh.
around like 2019. Yeah,
Oh, 2019. So you
yeah.
were okay. So you got into crypto 2017, building a company, and yeah, how was that like kind of with EVG like stuff like that? How did it come about even?
Um, I think I think building EVG is pretty. It's hard. It's like building like everything, right? It's pretty hard. Yeah, it's like we start from FA. Yeah, like we help people to do fundraising. at the very first beginning. And like 2022, we want to build things. 2021, we want to do things by ourselves. So we recruit team and start to pivot to become a builder. Yeah. So right now, EVG is a venture studio. So we invest and we build projects by ourselves, and that's what EVG is doing right now.
Yeah, yeah. I feel like, to be honest with you, I didn't hear about you guys until maybe last year. But then like I met Gemma, I met some people from the team and stuff like that, and to do my own research, just like, man, you guys like investing in some of the biggest projects in Web3, right? Like Animoca, obviously Pudgy and stuff. Like how are you guys able to like have those partnerships and stuff like that, like and build that reputation? Yeah.
Um, I think it's because I think it's like these people help us, right? They're good brothers. They support our business. I think in crypto world, like something is different from traditional business. Is in crypto world, if you treat people with real heart, sometimes people will treat you back at the same time. So, like people help each other because building crypto business sometimes is different from traditional business. Is like people always look like if you are a builder in the West, you want to look opportunities in the East. If you're a builder in the East, you want to look opportunity in the West. So there are always these cross-border arbitrage like work like opportunities, right? So um, and I think we help a lot of people come to Asia and and expand their business in Asia. So people help us at the same time too.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
that's cool. That's cool. And yeah, definitely like Web 2, Web 3 is definitely very different, right? And with all the things culturally and stuff like that. And it's interesting how you mentioned how if you treat people like humans or something, like they tend to, or you know, that you care, they tend to work with you more than not. Because I feel like I guess in Web 3 culture, right, it's just very how do you say, like it's just very transactional. It's like what can you do for me, tokens and stuff like that, right? It's like yeah, not really, but no, that's cool. And I feel like as of late recently, right, we hear all these, like especially in Asia, these Web3 companies being more based in Singapore, right, or Dubai, right, if you're more in Europe and the West. But what made you guys want to be in Hong Kong and stuff like that? I was just curious.
Um, I think I think Hong Kong actually has the best location in the world, right? Like, um, if you want to expand your business in Asia, Hong Kong's location is definitely better than Singapore because you can reach out to users in China, Southeast Asia, or you can go to Japan or Korea. And also, I think Hong Kong has a better financial structure than Singapore.
Mm.
Yeah, we know that Singapore right now it's getting much more strict.
Yeah, that's what I heard. Yeah.
Yeah, it's getting much more strict, and but Hong Kong is the opposite. Hong Kong is getting more open, and like um, all these officers, they want to learn more about Web3, and they want to come up with law that helps Web3 companies to grow better. So um, I think it has changed a little bit. And for Dubai and Abu Dhabi, we are exploring opportunities there.
Yeah.
At the same time, EVG, we have an office at Abu Dhabi, like under one of our incubated project called Aspen Digital. Is an asset management platform. We have 6 licenses at Abu Dhabi, and we partner with Coinbase Asset Management to do Bitcoin yield exclusively in Asia and Middle East. So we are exploring opportunities there, but the culture there is so different.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
than in Hong Kong and Singapore. So in Asia, I think the best two places are Hong Kong and Singapore, and people just flooded from here to there, from there to here, right? People leave Hong Kong, probably because of like political reasons or because of they think China is getting more strict. But after these two facts are gone, people just come back. Yeah, because I like food in Hong Kong
Yeah,
better.
right. Yeah, yeah.
I think that's the most important thing.
Yo, the food here is. Well, I'm biased because I'm, ethnic Cantonese. My family's from here in Hong Kong, but yeah, the food here you can't beat. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, I'm from Taiwan. I'm Taiwanese. I
Hey,
think
Taiwan got good food too. Taiwan
yeah,
got.
but like if you want to go to the best restaurant and that costs you less money, Hong Kong is the best place. If you go to like all these Michelin star restaurants, Hong Kong is a lot more cheaper than Singapore and Taiwan. Yeah,
That's true. If you
Hong
eat
Kong is the
fancy.
cheapest. And the food is the best.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Coming from a Taiwanese person, that's a lot. That's saying something. That's saying
Yeah.
something. Yeah. And it's interesting you say about Hong Kong. Like, see, I come from the States, right? Again, I have family here, and I've been working out here for a little bit now. Is definitely the proximity close to Asia, Southeast Asia, Asia in general is quite nice. Like the farthest is like 4.5 hours. You're in Tokyo,
Yeah.
you're in KL, you're in Singapore, right? Like 4 or 5 hours. Yes, and yes, in China, right? You get access to China very easily here. Definitely is very lucrative, and I feel like this year, right? We saw so many conferences here in Hong Kong. Like
Yeah.
last week, I was there, and there was a smaller conference, Wow Summit, and then a week before that was Bitcoin Asia. We had like Eric Trump here, which is crazy.
Yeah.
Did you go to that?
I did.
Oh, you did? Okay.
I did. Yeah, but I didn't go to the Eric Trump ones.
Yeah,
That's too popular. I cannot get the ticket.
yeah. But no, that's really cool to see that. And
Yeah, and like there are a lot of conferences in Hong Kong. You don't even know who the target audience is, and it's just full of people. And people just come from China and come to Hong Kong to participate these Web3 events. It's something very interesting too.
yeah, it is interesting that East-West kind of thing where I feel like Hong Kong's always been known for, like even back in the day, right? They have the Eastern things and the Western things, and yeah, it's definitely pretty cool there. And so you mentioned that you're from Taiwan, so like how was it like growing up for you? Like, were you always, or was your family always like this entrepreneur, like builder mindset you had?
No. So I think like I'm like most of the Taiwanese. Yeah, like I study in local school in Taiwan. I barely speak English there.
Oh,
Like
wow.
yeah, we speak Mandarin mostly, right? So I come from Taipei, and so yeah, like um, Taiwan has a really chill lifestyle.
Yeah.
Taiwan has a really
Which I
chill
kind of
lifestyle.
like. I kind of like those night markets. I went in December. Man, it was those night markets. I really enjoyed.
Yeah.
The vibe is a little more. I feel like laid back, right, than Hong Kong is. Or
Yeah. But in terms of blockchain business and software, um, sometimes I think that Taiwan is not connected to global business sometimes, right? Like even in Taiwan, we can use Chat GPT or any other apps we can use around the world. But when people look into deals, right, or looking into investment, they will skip Taiwan. Yeah, so like pretty often, right? So Eric Trump will come to Hong Kong, but Eric Trump probably won't go to Taiwan. Yeah, it's like there are several reasons.
Right.
Yeah, but like business wise is probably two, right? So that's something I feel a little bit pity about Taiwan. But I know the blockchain business and the AI business are growing really well in Taiwan. And recently, Taiwan just has a really big conference called TPW.
Did you go to that?
No, I
Or-
didn't.
Yeah.
I didn't this time. Yeah.
Yeah, I was there in December last year, and yeah, I really enjoyed it. And it seems like a pretty vibrant community and stuff like that. And yeah, meeting really awesome people, based in Taiwan,
Yeah.
and stuff like that. And I mean, I was just curious, like growing up, like in school, like how did you always have that? Were you that person that sold like I don't know candy bars, pencils to your classmates, or were you more like a I don't know stereotypical Asian math science kind of kid?
I think I'm more like typical Asian.
Okay,
I'm more like typical Asian.
interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, so then okay, so you kind of were like that. And did you like when you in your university? Did you were you studying in Taiwan as well, or?
No. University. I was studying at Peking University.
Oh, okay. So you were in China
Yeah, I
for
went
that.
in China.
Oh,
So I stayed in China so since university, and I stayed in China for around like 10, 12 years,
oh,
staying
wow.
in different cities.
Yeah. What
So
were you studying in university?
um, I was studying chemistry, but it
Oh,
was too hard. So I changed my department to international studies and economy.
oh, interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, chemist. Okay, you were really going to that
Yeah, yeah.
Asian kid
I
route.
was like the
Like
typical.
pre med
Yeah,
was pre med and yeah and all that. Okay, and then you went to international studies,
yeah.
economics, and then after university, you said you were in Beijing. Yeah, you were in
Yeah,
Beijing
that's
for.
like the social app stuff.
Oh
Yeah,
wow! So you were building social apps right after
right after,
graduation.
right after graduation.
Oh
Yeah.
wow! So were you working with like how did you even manage to work in social apps and stuff like that? Were you
Um.
you said you were early with some founders and stuff like that. You knew.
Yeah. Like one of the founder of the company. He also is my mentor. He was the founding member of Google China.
Oh wow!
Yeah. Yeah. So I learned a lot of technique and how to work from him directly. Yeah.
Wow! So you work under him and kind of building the social app
Yeah,
and
yeah,
stuff like
yeah.
that.
Yeah. So I joined the company as an intern, and just and they helped me a lot, right? Yeah,
Yeah.
and eventually become a director and the lead for the blockchain business. Yeah,
Oh, interesting. And this is before you got fully into crypto, right? In 2017,
yeah.
you already were doing blockchain. What year was that? Or
Like before I joined crypto, I was a marketing and operation lead for that company.
oh, okay.
And then they took me out of that company and throw me into the blockchain company.
Oh, so they had like another company they were working on
Yeah.
and stuff. That's crazy. So how long were you doing the social app stuff for?
Um, Around like 3.5 years.
3.5 years. Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. And then doing blockchain more
Yeah.
and then EVG. That's how
Yeah.
yeah it started. Yeah. And now to what are you doing now? Right, building Edgen.
Yeah.
Right. And I
Building
know,
engine.
yeah, and we've been talking about that a little bit, but maybe for people that don't know, what is it like? What's yeah.
Yeah, so Edgen, what we're building is AI Copilot for stocks and crypto. Uh,
Okay, that's
Stocks and
interesting.
crypto. Yeah.
Interesting.
So everything inside. So we believe that when people look into a report, there are two things that is super important. One is which theme should I invest into? Because different themes has different alpha or different beta, right? For example, right now in stocks, probably DAT is the hottest theme, and then is AI, and probably it's nuclear and EV, etc., etc. So theme determines your beta. And so theme is important. That's something we provide to users. And the second thing is comparison. Yep. And and comparison is super important because like whenever we look into different whenever we look into a theme like AI, we always wanted to know like what are the five best stocks that can have more potential than Amazon, or have more potential than like OpenAI, right? So this is something we're always looking into, and theme and comparison is something that Edgen wants to provide to users. So we build a private model called EDGM, and so like EDGM will memorize who you are. So in our October update, you can add your watch list and integrate your wallet or your brokerage account. So we'll memorize who you are, and we only recommend or gives you the news that you are truly interested in, and gives you the news that has strong correlation in themes, yeah, to you. So, and also our AI analysis will tell you that, after checking out your portfolio, this is how you can increase your Sharpe ratio, or this is how you can have like a better return. So this is something we are doing it right now, and like Edgen is doing pretty well, and we launched in late May.
Oh, pretty recently, huh?
Yeah, pretty
Yeah.
recently, and August we reached 420K MAUs,
Wow.
and we're growing pretty fast. And I expect that September we'll probably have 800K MAUs. So a lot of our users are actually coming from Web 2.
Yeah, I was gonna ask like
Yeah,
how because I used to work for Web3 marketing
yeah,
agency, and we work with a lot of projects and stuff like that. And I feel like Web3 in general, right? One of the issues is finding users,
yeah.
right? Because our industry is quite small, right? And it's cool that you mentioned even early on about people using Stripe, Web2 people. Like, yeah, how are you guys able to even get the Web2 people to even use your product and not have the perception, oh, it's crypto, oh, it's scam, and all that.
Yeah, because I think for Web 2 users, when they come to Edgen, they will feel like this is not a crypto product. This is a AI Bloomberg, or it's an AI seeking alpha. And Edgen can really solve their issue by telling them that, oh, like if I'm a user, so we know that Seeking Alpha and Bloomberg, they have like tons of subscribers,
Yeah.
right? And but if you subscribe Bloomberg AI will never tell you or help you to compile all the informations and curate it for you, right?
Yeah,
But
you just I guess from Bloomberg, right? You just subscribe to their whatever their monthly subscription
yeah,
newsletter and stuff like that. And they just give you more, I guess, alpha news.
just give you alpha news and alpha information, but it's never for you. But
Mm.
what Edgen wants to do is we want to curate information for every user based on their watch list and portfolio, because we know that like after GPT-5, GPT-6, the most important function will be memory, and that will make us so different from all the LLMs in the world, because these LLMs, they don't know you. They don't know your portfolio. They don't know what you like. We know it. And we even know like the correlation between different themes. We found out that there is super high correlation between DAT stocks and AI, right? So if you check out DAT stocks, there are zero point 0.8 correlation that they will check AI as well. If they check DAT stock, there's 0.9 correlation. They will check crypto as
Oh,
well. So we have these
it's
data,
interesting.
and it's something very
Because
interesting.
it's more like the I guess the user is more like more adaptable to investing in crypto because they already trade stocks and stuff like
Yeah,
that, right?
and the reason why we want to do like stocks and crypto is because we think that in this cycle, there are no barriers between stock and crypto anymore.
Well,
Yeah.
why is that? Well, is it just because we've seen the president launch his own coin and this administration, or just like how I think the market's moving? I guess.
I think the reason is in this cycle, Web 2 users, they will invest in crypto. They just have so many ways to invest crypto directly. Yeah, directly or indirectly. They can invest into stocks that hold crypto. They can invest into ETFs. They can invest to crypto directly. So these are the target audience we want to serve. Yeah. So
Is that what we've been seeing more DeFi being more successful this in this cycle, and at least in this year,
yeah.
versus like I don't know gaming for example and stuff like that? Because the users I guess are more it's easier, like you said, to for people in finance or TradFi to be in crypto and stuff like that because it's easy, like you said, like easier levers or easier ways to access crypto and stuff.
Yeah, like definitely on the GameFi and DeFi part, but we don't have time to build that.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. So what we want to build is like a market intelligence across crypto and stocks at this moment. So when like Wall Street people, they want to learn more about crypto, they want to learn more about on chain, they can use Edgen to check crypto, ETF, stocks at the same time. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think this is something we want to provide, and also like the reason why we do this is because like I'm a super fan of AIO. Yeah. So the secret sauce we're using is that we make sure every page inside Edgen. So like for most of the time, if you go on a crypto AI product, you
There's a
search.
lot I feel like recently.
Yeah,
I've heard a lot.
you
Yeah.
search one, you search, and the result cannot be indexed by Google
Oh, why is that?
because it's a chat.
Oh, so you mean like ChatGPT? If you search things, it doesn't go to Google.
No.
Oh,
Yeah. So for all these crypto AI project, all the result is cannot be reused.
huh.
But on Edgen, we try to make all these AI result reusable. So GPT or all these like LLMs, they can use Edgen's like AI result as their AI citation. Yeah. So this is something that we do this different from others. So on right now we have like 2,000 pages getting indexed on Google.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that gives us a lot of free traffic. Yeah.
And how are you guys? Maybe without going too technical, but how are you guys able to do that versus like ChatGPT or other AI tools out there, or even the Web3 tools aren't able to
Oh,
do?
uh, so yeah, like I don't want to be too technical, but on the HTML side, we will like you
That's the
need
website, right? That's the
yeah
www dot whatever.
you
Yeah.
you need to have a markdown. It's like
Huh.
doing like a LMS dot txt
Yeah.
to make sure because all doing a LLMS dot txt, so it's a markdown that you tell all these LLM because all these LLM they have their crawlers, and you tell all these crawlers that yeah I'm following your principle, crawl me.
Huh. Yeah.
Yeah. So they will love to crawl your product by that.
Huh.
But before
Interesting.
doing that, you need to make sure that like your page is crawlable.
Crawlable.
Yeah, it's crawlable, right? Like if you only have a chat box, how can you be crawled by LMs?
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah. So that's how we like. I think why Edgen we grow 40 times on Google search, just in August.
Wow.
And we plan to grow another 30 times in September.
And how do people find out about you guys? Like, are you guys like, what are you guys doing? I guess to raise awareness. It's just cabal groups or.
It's easy. Do keywords.
Oh.
Yeah.
So using kind of SEO.
It's a little bit a
Yeah.
little bit too SEO right now. Yeah,
No, that's
it's all
interesting because
it's all
my
Web2
background's in
tricks.
Web2 marketing,
Yeah.
SEO, paid stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. So if you search edgen.tech/crypto/Bitcoin, you
Yeah.
can find the particular page.
Oh.
If you go edgen.tech/crypto/Bitcoin/forecast, there's a particular page too.
And so you're saying people just find you guys through Google and stuff like that?
Yeah.
Or- wow.
And the way is to boost ranking for that page. So that's how we do things.
So you guys run a little bit like Google Ads then? Is that how it works? Or
No, Google Ads only helps on Google Ads doesn't help on
Oh,
SEO.
SEO. That's true.
Yeah.
How are you guys able to get your SEO? It's just keywords on the site that you guys use, or?
Yeah, that's the secret
Oh,
sauce.
that's okay. No,
Yeah.
the reason why I ask you about this because early on in my Web3 career, I try to run ads. I guess more is like not the SEO stuff, but for projects, and I feel like a lot of Web3 projects, advertising, like direct advertising, like you see in Web2, doesn't work as well. Right?
Yeah.
But it's interesting how you're saying like you guys at least somehow you found a secret sauce of how to increase your SEO of the website. So when people are actually searching crypto and
Yeah,
stuff.
because you cannot buy ads directly for the project.
Right.
Because that will not increase the domain ratings for the project.
Huh.
Yeah, and like Google, and it doesn't fit Google's algorithm because SEM doesn't help anything on the SEO part.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, Google Ads would be the SEM thing.
Yeah. So having more backlinks, having more like referral links to the platform, having more guest posts, PRs, or podcasts like this
Yeah.
do help SEO. Right, so
that's why you gotta go to Chinsanity show.
That's
increase your
another
SEO.
that's another story. Yeah,
No, I actually really like how you guys are thinking things, and then maybe because you guys have a product, first of all, an actual product,
yeah.
and then also find a way to increase SEO versus like, I don't know. I feel like a lot of Web3 projects they just throw things at a wall and see how it sticks, I guess, and sometimes or they think the token, everything about the token, their whole marketing strategy is around the token and the anticipation of token to get people, right? But it's cool how you guys are thinking more of the kind of Web2 things in a way, right? Like kind of, and then tackling that Web3 approach.
Yeah, because I really want to build a sustainable product, like even in bear market, right? Like Edgen can survive like in entire bear market because our revenue model won't crash in bear market, right? I think that is super important, and also I think for Web3 product and Web3 founders, I think taste is really important. Is like when you come to your website, you think, oh, this is good, right? Yeah, I think Pudgy has taste, right?
Yeah.
I think 852 Web3 has taste.
Yeah.
And we're doing the same thing.
Yeah.
And that's how you make people stay. And you need to open like a lot of growth funnel that most of the Web3 product don't know, right? And to make sure that, okay, because most of the product rely too much on social media traffic. Yeah,
specifically X. Or Telegram traffic.
Yeah. But these two traffic source has no retention. It's driven by social sentiment and hype. Right. So you need to find more traffic source that can bring or organic users to your platform because these users has higher retention rate. Yeah. So this is how we build product. Like we think at a very Web2 angle.
Do you think it's because of your Web2 background make you think a little more that side of things? Like
because I'm old enough. I'm too old for this. This is like super old trick. This is like all the trick I just mentioned is like ancient tricks.
Yeah, but it still works.
Yeah,
and I think it's something that I think we're going to see more Web3 projects look into more.
Yeah, but the LLMS .txt is a new trick. And AIO.
What does AIO stand for?
Oh, it's AI SEO. Yeah, people call it GEO or LLM SEO. It's the same thing.
Interesting. I learn new acronyms every day.
It's just make sure that you will be one of the web source on GPT or Gemini, right? When they search web source, you will be on it.
What, do you have to pay to do that, or how does that work?
No, you don't need to pay it. It's because they have this crawler. They have. So
your website got to be more crawlable, like you said.
Exactly.
Oh,
yeah. So you need to follow their guidance and principle.
Interesting.
Yeah. So that's a different technique than the old thing.
Yeah. I'm gonna go to because we're both going to Korea next week for KBW and Token. I'm gonna talk about this. I'm like, have you optimized your SEO or AIO? AIO.
Yeah.
See what they say. That's funny. But how did you come up with Edgen? Like, what was the thought behind it? Like, what made you want to build the Edgen? Yeah.
So EVG, we actually try. So our purpose is always want to bring crypto to the mass, right? We want to do mass adoption stuff, but we try a lot of things, and we found out that like EVG's best is to build fintech related products. That's what we can do the best. So we have Aspen, and that's why we have Edgen, because we have a research team, and these research team are coming from Wall Street, are coming from all the large firms in Hong Kong. They help you to they help us to do all the AI research part, right? So I think this is where our sweet spot is. Yeah, so that's why we have this idea of Edgen, and also we are using we are asking GPT and Gemini for stock opinions too, right? But the pain point is that we never the GPT never remembers me.
Why is that?
Yeah, you need to ask in the same queue. You need to ask in the same chat, so GPT will remember what you purchased before, right?
Oh, because they get the data from your past purchases.
Yeah,
kind of like what Google does with the SEO,
Yeah,
Facebook with their ads and stuff like that, right?
Yeah, and we are also subscribers to Bloomberg, to Seeking Alpha, and we found out that why we are downloading so many apps, why we are checking out crypto or stocks in so many apps, right? We got 20 to 30 apps for all these financial data. That's why we want to build Edgen.
Yeah, kind of putting it into one place. Kind of thing,
exactly,
right?
exactly.
Kind of have that crypto element, this Web 2, Web 3 element. Would you say Edgen's more like a 2.5 then than a truly 3, or what?
I will say Edgen is pretty much like a 2.5.
2.5. Which I feel like is pretty good because like you mentioned that the monthly average users, right? You guys are actually getting a lot of users, which is the most important thing, regardless what the hell you want to call yourself. Web 4, Web 5, Web 3, Web 2.5.
Yeah.
The most important thing is getting users to use your product.
Yeah, and these users they can probably have their first crypto on Edgen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Oh, it's also gonna be a launch pad kind of thing, or
we don't have plans for that yet, but that's what we wanted to do. We want to give all these Web2 users their first crypto.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah. That's how that's kind of like Pudgy, right? Yeah, but we don't have a partnership with Walmart, but we want to just drop the first crypto to all these Web2 users.
That's crazy. And are you guys thinking of having your own token too eventually, or is that something?
Yes, we're thinking of and we will use our subscription fee to do buybacks in the future. So it will pretty much like a listing company model. Yeah.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, we'll announce our financial report and use part of it to do buybacks.
Something like that. That's cool.
Yeah. But we need to build a successful business model first. Yeah, and I think we can probably do that in the next 3 to 4 months.
Wow. And you said this has been live since May.
Yeah.
So how long was the ideation period until you guys launched in May? How long was the process?
It's about 6 months.
Okay, yeah, about half a year. And then...
half a year, and then we launch Edgen.
Yeah. Speaking of marketing, SEO, you got my brain moving again in my Web 2 sense. Because that's my background. I don't know if I told you this, but I used to work in agency world. So I used to run ads on Facebook, SEO, TikTok. And we had a really interesting talk the first time I met you about Kaito.
Yeah.
And I was just curious, because I don't know if I can drop this, but it's happening pretty soon. Probably before or after we drop this podcast. But Kaito, is it been disrupting marketing, especially specifically in the Web3 sense of things? What's your thoughts about Kaito as a project gonna be on Kaito and stuff like that?
I think Kaito's target audience is it's much more broader than we think. So I talked with one VC last week, and so I told him that so he doesn't know he pronounced Kaito differently.
Is it Kaito?
No, he said Kaito.
Kaito.
Yeah, he said it Kaito.
Shout out to Bruce Lee. You remember that one show? I was Green Hornet. Speaking of old, this is like 1960s, 70s.
Uh-huh.
But he used to be on this movie. I know I'm going way off topic here, but yeah, I think it was Kaito. I think.
Yeah. You pronounce it Kaito.
Yeah.
So we're actually talking about the same thing, but because the pronunciation is different, so we don't know. Like we just realized that we're talking the same thing at the end. So he said that you should partner with Kaito because Kaito. So they are actually Kaito's subscribers.
Okay.
Which is really expensive. They're VC, right? So they check out Kaito's social sentiment.
Oh.
So because they're doing like DAT, right? So they're like checking out. So they only do analysis in two segments. One is on-chain metrics, and the second is social sentiment. So they use Kaito's social sentiment as their fundamental data.
Oh.
So that is really different. That is a really different TA than we thought, right? Because Kaito has a really good 2B approach and a very good 2C approach. And like the target audience is totally different.
2B means to business and
to
to
business
consumers
and to consumers. To business, to VC. They will check out the social sentiment on Kaito,
whatever you call it. I heard Kaito. That's another pronunciation people.
Yeah. So so the thing they're doing is that they're checking out. So they want to do one for meme coins. So but I cannot say which one it is. So they're checking out the diamond hand ratio, and they're checking out like the median purchase.
And how does Kaito even get this info? Is this through X? Through
Oh
Telegram,
no!
or?
Like the on-chain part, they need to sort it. Like they need to get other data sources. But the social sentiment part, which they care so much on it,
the mindshare,
the mindshare, Kaito is the only source.
Yeah, I mean it's Cookie, but I feel like people don't really use Cookie as much.
I think Kaito is has the largest market share right now.
They do. Yep.
Yeah, and we're cooperating with Kaito really soon, and Edgen is going to have our own Kaito board around September 24. I think it's after this podcast is launched. Yeah, probably. Yeah, so
that's awesome.
And we think that like Kaito is something that you need. Kaito is a platform that you need to partner right now. Like you might hate them, but getting on Kaito is a must do because that will put you on top of radars for different exchanges radar, right? So
they look at that, huh? The exchanges, to get listings. They look at the mindshare, the Kaito, see what people are talking about, right?
Yeah, because they have a really good just like what I said, right? They have a lot of subscribers who are from VC, who are from corporates that focus on mind shares and potential projects too, right? So I think they has become a radar like that, and this will definitely have an impact on a lot of agencies, for sure, yeah. But like people told me that Kaito is so expensive, blah 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 blah. But I think Kaito is not expensive at all.
You broke it down to me, like how you're saying like it's 1,500.
I don't know if we can mention that.
Okay. Oh, it's pretty public actually.
Oh, really?
The amount is pretty 150K. I hear it on Spaces. It's very public actually. A lot of people have been talking about it. But like how you broke it down, it's like per month, right? Because that's 1 year divided by 12 is what like about
12K ish.
12K ish. In Web2 marketing, that's nothing.
Yeah.
For a month, for a project, that's nothing. And so when you break it down, it's like, like if you take the whole amount, it sounds crazy.
Yeah.
But then we break it down, it's actually like not that bad.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah.
So I think they do have a huge impact on all the agencies for sure. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Do you think this might be a spicy take here, but do you think there's still room for agencies maybe need to do a different offering, a service than what Kaito's taking over in terms of mindshare, awareness, and stuff like that? Or
I do think there are a lot of rooms for agencies.
Yeah.
Yeah, is like reaching out to all these KOLs or KOCs is still a pretty hard task for most of the projects. But I think that agencies needs to help. So agencies probably need to become a better content creator for projects. Yeah, because like I think research matters and news matters, and agencies needs to be able to generate all these content and spread it out to KOLs and KOCs, or else like no one knows what you're doing, right? And also, I think offline event, there are still a lot of room for that because everyone is looking for like offline roadshow when they're planning to do a TGE, right? So I think there are still a lot of things that agencies can do. Kaito cannot cover like every of them. Yeah. So and not every project will go on Kaito as well, right? So
Do you think projects can in this time can still succeed without using Kaido, or do you feel like you mentioned, like projects should be on Kaido and stuff like that?
I think definitely project can succeed without Kaito for sure. It's just so Kaito is a booster. Like if the project content is zero, then Kaito can help nothing on it. If the project has no like original users, I think Kaito can do nothing on it. So it's a booster. It's a magnifier. Yeah. So that's how I see Kaito. Yeah.
Yeah. What do you think when the argument of Kaido, this, gaining mind share, awarding people who talk about you, who yap about you, that these users are not users you want. They're just farmers, looking for the price bounty or what the pool bounty. Like, how do you
Yeah.
think about that?
So back to the VC friend I mentioned. So that's why they look this into two dimensions. One is on-chain metrics, and the first on-chain metric I mentioned is diamond hand metric. Yeah. So how long has these users hold your token, and how many holders you have, and what's the median average purchase for your token, and alongside with mindshare. And I think this gives a really clear landscape of how like what your token is, right? So do you have like loyal users? I think if you check these metric for Pengu, it should be really good.
I'm almost top 20 yapper. I checked today. I'm 28
Wow.
Pengu yapper. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's a good point. Yeah.
Yeah. So if you check all these metrics for Pengu, it must be super good. Yeah. Like if you check all these metrics for Pudgy NFT, it must be super good. Yeah.
Oh, and so the yapping helps that
Yeah.
mindshare and stuff
Yeah.
like that.
So
When VCs look at it.
if you only look mindshare alone, it doesn't make sense. So you need to combine both together. Yeah. Because like mindshare alone, you cannot identify who's the farmer, who's not. Yeah. But mindshare plus on-chain data, it will give you a very clear landscape of are
people
you
holding.
Yeah,
how
yeah,
many
yeah,
people
exactly. Exactly.
That's interesting because I feel like we've seen a lot of like DeFi protocols. We've seen a lot of these protocols or things, be on Kaito. But then recently we've seen those NFT projects that have tokens that are on Kaito or are going to have a token on Kaito. Like I believe it was Moonbirds. Like we
Yeah.
mentioned that they don't have a token yet, but it's pretty soon they mentioned it, and they recently are now on Kaito. Doodles, with the dude's token, they're on Kaito now, and that's interesting. Yeah.
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 So for NFT projects, I think it makes sense for them to go on Kaito because you can see like their diamond hand metrics, their holder metrics, and also you can check out their social sentiment. So
And only if you subscribe to their data analytics thing, right? That you can see that.
if you are on Kaito board, then these are free.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
So if you're not on Kaito board, then you need to subscribe.
What do you mean by on Kaito board? Like if you're on the board, you
The
can see
Yato board. Yeah, the Yapper board. The Yapper board. The
Oh,
Yapper.
and then you can see that data.
Yeah.
Oh, interesting. I gotta check that out.
Yeah, you can see like how many percentage you have
Oh yeah, 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 the
in the
percentage and stuff
overall.
like that.
Yeah, so
Oh, okay.
that's a benchmark. But if you want to see like the detailed ones, you need to subscribe.
Subscribe.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah. No, yeah. Kaito is this very interesting, and I feel like has dominated, especially the creator side of things,
yeah,
and also brands and marketing. Especially this year, it's been crazy. They've been on a tear. I feel like this
yeah,
year,
exactly.
it's cool to, from a. Because I usually hear it from the creator's perspective what they think about Kaito, but from a project's perspective, who's gonna be, I guess, since this once this podcast release gonna have a project on Kaito, it's very interesting thinking about what they're doing and how to, I guess, get mind share and awareness for your project. But that SEO thing that you talked about is very interesting. I didn't even think about that. The Google side, like how do you increase your SEO? On Google and
Yeah,
stuff like that.
because
Yeah.
that's free traffic. It's getting like free airdrop from Google.
Free airdrop.
So definitely you need to spend some time to check it.
Yeah. I don't know how many tickers they have Google as the ticker. They're probably thousands.
Yeah, maybe.
But no, that's cool. That's cool. Yeah, I know we're closing out this space, and I like to ask my guests these things. And we've had people in Web3 gaming, IP, Bitcoin people. And I was just curious, from your side of things, where do you see crypto in the next year or so? Like, where do you think crypto is headed? Or even specifically what you guys are doing with AI and crypto? Like, yeah, I was just curious, like, where do you think it's headed?
Just like what I said, I think stocks and crypto, there's no barrier between stocks and crypto in this cycle, and there will be like probably there's still barrier, but it will diminish and like gradually disappear like in this cycle. So this is something we think, and I think after this cycle, crypto will be pretty normal. It's like any other asset that auntie uncles will have some exposures to crypto in somewhere, right? So I think after the cycle, like people will like when you said crypto to everybody, people will not say that crypto is a scam something. People say, oh yeah, crypto is something that I have some too. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, it's funny you mentioned the aunties and uncles, because during Bitcoin Asia, there were a lot of aunties and uncles there, which is surprising, and because they actually, I think the first, I forgot how many months they gave out actually tickets for free,
yeah.
and it was really cool. Again, just to see like you mentioned that auntie uncles, they are curious about it, right? And I don't know if you saw this during Bitcoin Asia, but the panel talks, the audience were almost full. Like people were actually listening to the panel talks.
Yeah.
Like for you and me, we're like, we can just listen to space or whatnot. We know this. But yeah, for people that maybe are crypto curious, they would listen to a talk. And I saw that in Bitcoin Asia. It was crazy.
And in this cycle, they can actually take action. So there's a metric that's super interesting. Bitmine, right? By Tom Lee. The ticker is BNMR, right? So right now their market cap is 7 billion, I believe. And you know that Korean itself, they create 700 million of inflow net, and that's like 10%.
Is it up it, right? Is it the exchange?
No, they just buy it directly from stock brokerage.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, because it's a stock, right? So they just directly buy from stock exchange.
They buy crypto and stuff like that, or
because Bitmine is the largest Ethereum holders right now. They're a DAT company.
Wow.
Yeah, so like DAT companies and ETF is how these auntie and uncles have exposure to crypto in this cycle. Yeah, so when you ask auntie, oh, do you have some Ethereum? Like she might tell you that, oh, I don't have Ethereum directly, but I'm buying this Bitmine or I'm buying this Sharplink Gaming, and they are buying Ethereum. So
like how they buy stocks, kind of.
Yeah. So they buy stocks directly. So that I'm buying Bitmine equals I buy Ethereum.
That's crazy.
Yeah. So the whole game is changing. but I'm not sure if this is good to crypto or bad because through this process we can see more monopoly in the space. Right, the bigger will be bigger, and the smaller will be smaller. I don't know like if there's any chance we can reverse this, but we see a trend like that.
So do you think that the original vision of crypto with Satoshi Nakamoto, the white paper about like having decentralization, and is that just a myth, or is this recycle of the last economy, or do you think, because a lot of people, especially those maxis, right, in Bitcoin, like think that crypto is a different way, it's decentralized. It's a different way of how people can really own their assets, their money, and stuff like that, and they don't have to go through a bank or like how do you? Or,
It's I think the mission is still the same. Yeah. Like for Bitcoin and Ethereum, it's very decentralized. You can buy whenever you want, and for like Solana, right? You can buy whenever you want.
that's true.
Yeah. So and because it's fragmented, and you can buy 0.001 Bitcoin, so it's very decentralized. Right. So I think it's still there, but we just need to make sure that no one owns more than 51%.
Right.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
So we just need to make sure that no one owns that. But after Wall Street came in, I think it's harder and harder to make someone own 51% than before. Like back in 2013, we still see there's a chance that someone will own 51% for Bitcoin, but not anymore. Yeah.
Yeah. No, that's a good point. That is a good point. And that's how things get democratized. And I think one thing you mentioned about the aunties and uncles, that's when you know we've reached it. When normal people, everyday people buy crypto
Yeah.
and stuff like that. That's when you know. And like you said, and then like what we've seen in Bitcoin Asia, things happening around the world, like we're seeing that. It's coming. You
Yeah.
know, it's not crypto's not a taboo. It's not going to zero. It's here to stay.
And something very interesting, like what I see in Bitcoin Asia this year, is that a lot of people are actually wearing suits. Did you see that? Right.
Yeah.
That's so weird. Like for most of the time when we go to a conference, we're wearing t-shirt, like
Crypto
yeah,
conference
we're wearing
specifically.
crypto t-shirt, like we're wearing Pudgy t-shirt,
Yeah.
right? But this time, like everyone's wearing suits.
I just noticed your shirt says shitcoiner. That's
yeah,
hilarious.
shitcoiners.
Yeah, I mean, is that a good thing that people wearing suits, or is that a bad thing?
Yeah, that's kind of a good thing, right?
Yeah, it's true.
It's
This
kind
means
of
normal
good.
people. The Lincoln.
Yeah,
people.
yeah. The Lincoln people
Yeah.
is coming in.
Yeah. You know, it's funny because Bitcoin Asia was the first time I've been at a conference where I had many people ask me if I had LinkedIn or Facebook. They didn't ask for my Telegram. They didn't ask for my. It's pretty crazy. Yeah.
Yeah, that's true, right? Ask you for Lincoln. Yeah.
Yeah. That's hilarious. But man, Sean, it's really good. It's been really good to talk to you. But lastly, is there last things you would like to say? Maybe some alpha or yourself. What's next for you guys in Edgen and all that?
Like just welcome to Experience Edgen. Yeah, like I think so we're going to have a huge release by late September 29, and we're going to have another release around mid-October. That's a personalization version that you can integrate your wallet, etc., etc. So Edgen will memorize like all like your watch list and everything. So we welcome everyone to come to experience our product and give us feedback. And we just love to build a product, and we really want to build a product that lasts, that survive in next cycle, and that everyone can come and use and enjoy. Yeah.
Yeah, amazing. Since you're an NBA fan, lastly, who do you think is going to win the championship next year? You can say Timberwolves. I mean, they're pretty good.
I like Timberwolves, but I think Mavs are really strong, man. With Cooper Flag joining Mavs. I think Mavs, we're probably Lakers. I think Lakers with Doncic and LeBron.
He's looking good. He's nice and slim, and
Yeah, and I don't know, man. This is so hard. This is a hard question. I think Warriors has a chance too, right? It's a
I mean, the Rockets. I don't know if you saw the Rockets.
Rockets
They're
and
stacked, man.
yeah.
They got KD now.
They got
and-
KD now. Yeah, like the tickets are all sold.
Oh, is it really? You try.
Yeah, the season ticket is like the season, it's all sold. Like. So
Yeah.
I think there are a lot of potential champions. But like for me, I think Mavs, Warriors. I really want to see Warriors to get another one. It's like a last.
I mean,
dance.
Curry already got 4. I don't know if he needs another one.
Yeah, but like Jimmy Butler plus
Yeah.
Curry, I think it's pretty cool. Like I don't know, and Mavs they have new blood, Cooper Flag coming in, and they have a strong team, a really strong team, right? Like AD, Kyrie.
Oh, yeah, I forgot they're still there.
Yeah,
I totally forgot. Yeah.
yeah, and Thompson, Cooper
I
Flag.
forgot Thompson was there too.
This is a crazy team. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I think there are a lot of potential teams that can earn a ring.
Yeah. No, that's a good point. But as always, my Chicago Bulls will never do anything. So, but anyways,
Yeah.
that is definitive. But anyway, Sean, it was really, really good to talk to you, man. I really appreciate you being here. And yeah, I guess we'll close this out.
Thank you.